You should've never gave up on me. Remember, I ain't had no views, they ain't players. Mixed emotions, got teary-eyed when I wrote this. What's up, gang? It's Damo G. Another video for my truckers, man. I was at school today, and I guess I do the end cap so well that people recorded me, and I just told them to send me the video so I can let you guys see it to help you out if you need help with the end cap. I ain't gonna do too much talking, so here you go. Alright, after I have successfully entered the truck using my 3-point standard contact, I will first check my safety belt. My safety belt is probably not secure, not cut afraid. It latches and unlatches properly. Next, I will check my safety equipment. First, I have my fire extinguisher. It's probably not secure. The sticker is in place and it's up to date. The pin is in place and the arrows in the green indicate that it's full. It's probably not secure. Next, I will check my 3 red reflective triangles. They're probably not secure, not cracked, bent, broken, or missing. Secure in this case, and they are weight-based, so they stand on their own. I have one extra fuse for every circuit, unless I have a circuit breaker system. Next, I will do my safe start. I'm gonna put my foot on the clutch, make sure the selector switch is down, make sure it's in neutral, make sure my brakes are applied by pulling on it. Then I'm gonna turn the key to 1/4. Watch my lights come on and go off. The ABS light came on and went off. The gauges swept from right to left. Now I'm gonna start the truck. I'm gonna make sure it's in neutral one more time. I'm gonna take my foot out the clutch. Next, I want to check my gauges. My volt meter should be between 12 to 14.5. Right now that is at 13, so it is operational. My oil should be between 5 to 20 idle range, 35 to 75 operational range. And right now that is at 30 and rising to operational. My temperature should be 180 to 200, and right now that is at 160 and rising to operational. Next, I'm going to check my lights. I have my clearance lights, they're working properly. My low beams working properly. High beams are working properly, and the blue light comes on, let me know that they are on. My right signal working properly, left signal working properly, and my 4-way flashes are working properly. Next, I will check my horns. I have an electric horn and an air horn. The air pressure is still building, so we got to come back to the air horn. But the electric horn is working properly. Next, I will check my heat and defrost. Turn it to defrost. Turn it all the way up. Put my hand up there. It's working properly. Turn it to the floor, and that's working properly. Next, I will check all my mirrors. My mirrors are probably not secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. They're clean, and they are adjusted to me, which is the driver. My windshield is probably not secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. I am allowed 1 inch of a crack, but not in the driver's view. I have 1 safety sticker and 2 stay stickers, which are up to date. My rubber seal around my windshield is probably not secured, not cut afraid, not leaking, or dry rotted. My windshield wipers are probably not secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, and they have proper tension to the window, and they are operational as they sweep from left to right. The rubber seal on my windshield wipers are probably not secured, not cut afraid, not missing, and has proper tension to the window. My windshield wiper fluid nothing's coming out, so I would, it's not operational. I will contact maintenance. But if it did come out, you can say that it's operational as it comes down to clean the window. Next, I would do my tug test. So for my tug test, I'm going to put my foot on the clutch, put it in low gear. I'm going to push in my trailer brakes because I'm testing my parking brake. I'm going to come off the clutch slowly until you feel a slight tug. That's the tug. That test is success. My parking brakes are operational. Now I'm going to put it back in neutral. Release my trailer brakes. Take my foot off of the clutch. Next, I'm going to do another tug test, but this time I'm going to test my trailer brakes. So So I'm gonna put my foot on the clutch, put it in low gear. This time I'm gonna push in my parking because I'm testing my trailer. So now I'm gonna come off the clutch slowly until you feel the slight tug. Right?
There you go.
That's the tug. So that tells us success. Now I'm gonna put it back in neutral and apply my parking brake. That tells success. I'm gonna take my foot off the clutch. For my air gauges, the governor should kick in at 100 psi. Should kick out at 120 to 140 psi. If this does not happen, the safety release valve will open up at 150 psi to save the system. Next, I'm going to do my service brake test. But before I do my service brake test, I want to make sure nobody's around. I'm going to put my foot on the clutch, put it in low gear. I'm going to cover the service brake as I release my parking and trailer brake. So the truck will move. Now, during my service brake test, I'm going to go 10 to 15 feet. Once I go 10 to 15 feet, I'm going to clutch and hit my service brake. The truck should stop in a straight line. If it does not stop in a straight line, it can mean one of 5 things. The lower flat tire, brakes are out of adjustment, bad suspension, uneven ground, shifted load. So I'm going to do that now. Take my foot out the clutch. Going 10-15 feet, clutch, service brake. The truck did stop in a straight line, so that test was a success. I'm going to put it back in neutral, flap over my brake, take my foot out the service brake, take my foot out the clutch. Next, I'm going to do my Johnson bar test. I'm going to put my foot on the clutch, put it in low gear, but I'm going to back up because I'm too far out. But I'm going to put it in low gear. I'm going to cover my service brake as I release my parking and trailer brake again. This time, I'm going to go another 10-15 feet, but I'm going to clutch and pull the Johnson bar down, and the trailer should stop the truck from moving. Now I'm going to slowly come off the clutch. That tells us success. The trailer did stop the truck from moving. Now as I release my Johnson bar, I'm going to put my foot on the service brake to stop the truck from moving. And that tells us success. Now I'm going to put it back, the truck back in neutral, flap over my brakes, take my foot out the service brake, take my foot out the clutch. Since the air was building, you can go back to the horn, which is operational. Next, I'm going to do my air brake test. My air brake test. But before I begin my air brake test, I'm going to make sure I'm at adequate air, which is 120 psi to 140 psi. I am not at adequate air, so I'm going to ram it up to 12 RPM until I reach adequate air. Alright, I am now at adequate air, so I can begin the setup for my air brake test. So I'm going to put my foot on the clutch, put it in low gear, turn the truck off. I'm going to take my foot off the clutch, turn it back to 1/4. Watch my lights come on and go back off. My ABS light did come on and go back off as well. My gauges swept from right to left. I'm going to release my parking and trailer brakes. And I'm going to begin my applied test. For 60 seconds, I'm going to hold the service brake. My initial air loss should be 3 to 5 psi. After that 60 seconds, I should not lose more than 4 psi in the combination vehicle, more than 3 psi in the bobtail or straight truck. So I'm going to begin that now. Alright, the 60 seconds is up. That test was a success. I did not lose more than 4 psi in this combination vehicle. Next, I'm going to move down to my fan down 1. I'm going to pump the brakes. Once my air gauges hit 60 psi to above, you should hear a low air pressure buzzer and a low air pressure light should come on, indicate that I have low air pressure. So I'm going to do that now. buzzer and the light did come on, indicate that I have low air pressure, so that test was success. Next, I'm going to move down to my fan down 2. I'm going to continue to pump the brakes before between 40 to 20 psi. The trailer brake should pop out before the parking brake. This is to help prevent jackknifing. I'm going to do that now.
There you go.
Alright, so that tells us success. Between 40 to 20 psi, the trailer brake did pop back for the parking brake. So my fan down 2 was a success to help prevent jackknifing, and that happened between 40 to 20 psi. Now I'm going to reset my truck, put my foot on the clutch, put it in neutral, turn the truck off. I have now completed my in-cab. Alright gang, I hope you enjoyed that video of me doing the in-cab. If it was valuable to you, please like, share, comment, you know what I'm saying? Don't forget to subscribe, man. I got plenty more videos coming as I'm on my journey. So until then, I'll holler at you.